Curtis Trades here, and today I'm going to show you how to change out your tail lights on your 2014 and newer Jeep Grand Cherokee. Now, they did a facelift at 2014, so this will work for any of the newer models. The older ones, but the pre-facelift should be pretty similar to this as well, so it's probably going to be a pretty similar process. Alright, so all you're going to need to do is remove these two here. You can use two screwdrivers from either side, that's a little bit easier. To get them started, you're going to need a little bit smaller screwdriver. Sometimes they make those little fork removal tools that have two prongs. Those will probably be better at this and will be less likely to break them. I find that a screwdriver is fine, but again, you're just going to pull these out. They're a little tricky, they're a little stubborn. Once you get them out, you can pretty much just pull them out with your hand. Sometimes like the biggie screwdriver here. You don't need to take the whole thing out, just get the center pieces enough. That one came out on its own, which is fine either way. The next part of this, you're just pretty much going to pull the tail light straight backwards. If you can grab the end of it, that usually helps, but it shouldn't be too bad. Sometimes you have to wiggle them a little bit. They have these little tabs that you'll see in a second, but they're a little tricky because there's not really much to hold on to. And you just twist these. You don't even need to take the connectors off if you don't want to, and you can access your bulbs there. Clockwise will tighten, counterclockwise to loosen. So this big top one here is your main brake light, your turn signal bulb, your flashers, your hazards. This bottom one's your reverse light, and this one is just a connection to the LED bar in the center, and this doesn't actually have a bulb to it. It just uses these LED strip part here. Then when you're putting it back in, just make sure you don't pinch any of the connections in this area here. And then when you're installing this part, just make sure you push these pins back in. If that comes out, just pull the centerpiece out first. And pop these back in. And then push them right back in. And you're good to go. So if you're looking to remove the inside tail light, if you just want to change the bulb, you can do it by pulling this down and accessing the bulb through here. We got the yank here, and then you can access the bulbs right in through here. And then if you want to take the whole thing out, remove these two 10mm bolts, and there's two that look exactly the same in here. You take those two 10s out, and then you can pull the whole assembly out over the top. And then like before, this one here is the reverse bulb, and this is for the LED. And then to put this back up, there's just a bunch of these little tabs. You put them in place here, so you can peek through to line them up, and then you just push them to slam this back up into place. There's one heavy duty alignment tab right in the middle here. Make sure that one's aligned up because otherwise the other ones won't fit in there. That's all you got to do to change them.